YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy CJ. I got another build for y'all, man. Another one. I know y'all just seen the last video about my day one build, and that was just day one. You know, once I get in this build, I can get a little, freaky, no diddy on these builds. So let's get it. Let's get into number two, man. Let's go and get into number two. Obviously, we're gonna have another center build because that's what I do. That's what I do. I'm the big man builder, man. So from here, we're gonna go 240 on the weight. And then we're going to go to a 7'6" wingspan. Now, reason for me going to a 7'6" wingspan on this build is to, is to get a higher mid range, because I found out that I found a shot particularly that I like that is a higher mid range, or requires a higher mid range, which is like an 83. But that's kind of what you got to deal with and dance with on this game. And just on all your builds, just to make sure you hitting those numbers, right? So yeah, with that being said, let's go and continue to these attributes, man, because that's what y'all here for. You probably gonna skip to that part anyway. So yeah, right here we're gonna go to an 84 on the close shot. 84 on the close shot, that's gonna give you silver paint prodigy along with the float game. I don't know how many of y'all actually gonna use float game on that, but silver paint prodigy is a really good badge. It's pretty much master from the older 2Ks. From there, we're going to go to a 70 layup. Make sure we get the physical finisher, because physical finisher is very important when it comes to you just finishing under the rim with layups, and also the standard layups, because most of the time you can't get that contact from behind, knock you off or miss a shot or whatever. From the jump here on this build, we're going to make sure we just go ahead and get that 87 on the dunk. You'll see the posterizer turn silver here. Let me go up the vertical to that 75 just to show you that it's going to turn to silver. Then we're gonna come back up here to the standing dunk, man. Standing dunk on this build, I'm telling you, I got crazy on this build, man. We're gonna go to a 92 on this one. Went to a 92. Make sure we get that. Well, you'll see why we went to a 92 on the back end, and I can tell you why right now. You see that area wizard is gonna pop the Hall of Fame, and it is a really good badge. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Hall of Fame area wizard, because I wanted to make sure I had that. I wanted to have some fun. I wanted to be mobile. I wanted to be able to catch a lot of oops. Yeah, I just wanted the whole 9 yards, man. You call me greedy, but I just wanted to go crazy. So from there, we're gonna move on. We don't get to the shooting, maximum shooting out. We went that to a 77, right? Mid-range shot. I went to an 81. Now I have found the build. If I would go back and remake this build, I would definitely put it at an 83, because I know what the shot is and I know the timing and all that stuff. But right now, currently, as I am making the build, it is at an 81 until I get cap breakers. And all the builds that I'm putting out right now, I do have made that are 95 plus. A little insane, but yeah, 95 plus. So right here, I didn't touch much on the free throw because I wanted to make sure I had much more on the points to use, to allocate other places. So went to a 65 on the free throw. Like I said in my last video, I noticed that you really don't need much passing to throw outlets. They may change it, 2K may change it, they always change it in some way. Maybe not, but right now, I just got the 65. 65 here, 47 here, we got 50, 31 right here. You'll see why we have it 31, just based off the speed and agility, because with speed, we're gonna get you all the way to a 71. Agility, we're gonna get you all the way to a 60. I like to tell y'all too, agility is really important, because not only is it a lateral thing, but your character just moves better in general. It's not even just lateral quickness, moving on the perimeter. It's literally your character just moves better. quicker than the dry one. It probably was like that last year. I'm pretty sure it was like that last year, but I just feel like it's so much faster now. But yeah, you can meet a dunk, do all that stuff. So we're gonna go 62 right here on the perimeter defense, because like I told y'all in the last video, I'm always gonna make sure I have some kind of perimeter defense, just because I want to be able to move in some way. And also you can see my immovable enforcer also costs the bronze, so you can get good body up contact, and all that stuff. So from there we went to just the 60 on the steal, just to make sure you get to the 70. That's the biggest thing that kind of make sure you have as a big, especially low steal. Make sure you hit that 60 mark at least, so you can play lane somewhat for those passes. That's just going to be coming across your head, so you just sit there, spinning around like you can, look both ways. And then from there, another cool thing that I like on this video, man, you see you got the Hall of Fame area right here. I'm going to make sure to get you to the Hall of Fame hotline denier. So with this build, man, if you think about the +5s on the back end of this build, it's really going to be crazy. Because if you look at it, I mean, obviously, you could get the 99 block in the end, and that would give you legend, high flyer, and all that stuff. Well, actually, no, you can't get that because you don't have the speed or any of that. But it's just the capabilities out of this build that you can get with the defense, the shooting, and then the inside scoring. Because you could really, up this up to 99 and then say you get a Hall of Fame, not Hall of Fame, legend rise up, or something like that. You can even get legendary wizard, because you can see you get the 84 vertical along, you get the 98 standard, you can get legendary wizard. But the capabilities with this build, man, are like crazy. Your wingspan is a little bit shorter, as you can see with the 7.6, but I made sure to get that vertical. Pretty much counteract that short wingspan, and you can actually see it when you're playing. I had this build, and this is probably my second favorite build that I've made. And I'm literally getting 15 to 20 boards a game. Granted, it's because most people can't shoot. I say that again, but I'm still getting 15 to 20 no matter what, because of that vertical, man. They let vertical in a lot this year. With these takeovers, you're gonna see a little bit different on the base this time than you did in the last video, but some of the same. So you got a butter rim board, being stocked up in style, elevate, racer, glass gunner. Glass gunner is one of my favorites. So on and so forth. Like I said in the last video, man, if you're gonna make this build, you can check these takeovers out. My personal favorite, like I said, is glass gunner. And then I think my second one is probably paint dominance. But glass gunner for sure. Glass gunner for sure. We're going to continue. Let's see what we get right here on this build with the shades of. We get Marcus Camby, Nicholas Claxton, and Onyeka Okongwu. I don't understand that because none of those guys are shooting. But with that build, we have a 3-level scoring board hunter. Yeah, man. It's a nasty build. You can do everything. You're not a two-way yet, but you will eventually be a two-way if you use the +5s, man. And even then, right now, you don't have to use the +5s because you have enough defense to hold your own. So, like I said, man, go have fun. Go make this build. Either you make it, you make it. If you don't, you don't. Other than that, we're going to sign out. We're going to put 2 fingers up, separate them. Deuces.